Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I am back again doing your June 2015 monthly tarot horoscope for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Taurus. So, we are in Mercury retrograde, and I apologize if my computer is being a little bit slow. It's been off and on today, and just how it kind of goes. And so, I am back using my Shadowscapes deck by Stephanie Puy-Moon Law, my main deck. I'm using that, and then also I got this pendant, and I'm sharing it with everyone. I'm doing like a little healing thing on everyone. I don't know if you can hear it. Let's do a little healing thing. For you, Taurus, and I just feel like I don't know. I feel like the fairies really like it when I use that. So sending you lots of good energy your way. So let me just roll out the spread and see what we get for you and go from there. Again, it's everyone with their ascendant, sun or moon in Taurus for the month of June 2015. And it's a pretty good spread. I do want to start off with the card in the immediate future. Okay, the position of the card in the immediate future is, and sometimes, excuse me, I bop around in these readings, and I kind of skip from going, from the past to the future to where am I going and whatnot. And I'm starting here because I feel like this is what like drew me in right away. The Eight of Swords is a card about karma, okay? And it's a card about feeling like it's a struggle. And like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And like it's gonna suck no matter what you do. Like the universe is coming after you. Like shit's hitting the fan. It's gonna hit the fan. It's hit the fan before in the past. It's gonna hit the fan in the future. So why bother, kind of thing. The thing about this Eight of Swords is that Taurus, some of you are dealing with some karmic issues. Okay, that's and people in your life that are in your life, some of them are there for karmic reasons. And karmic relationships never really generally end well, okay? There may be some debts that you need to pay. There may be some things that you need to learn through the circumstances and things that you're going through, okay? Which is part of the reason why you feel like it's gonna suck no matter what, because karma is like a predator. It's chasing you, okay? And you're its prey, and it feels like that. It's not the way it works, okay? But that's how it is, and it's like chasing you, and you're just like, why the fuck can I not get anywhere, And why do I feel so stuck? And so karma, it's because of karma. The reason bad shit happens to good people is because of karma, okay? So it's one of those things where if you understand in a way the laws of karma, and if you understand that, the way I see it is there's two parts to karma, okay? There's the action part, and then there's the lesson part, and there's other things in between. If you feel stuck, which Tauruses can get very stuck, it's because you're either trying to take too much action and it's not time, or you need to take more action, okay? And the lesson part of the karma is that sometimes history repeats itself until you learn a certain lesson. The thing that your soul wanted you to learn, okay? The reason you're here is to learn that lesson. But for whatever reason, Taurus gets stuck very, very much because it resists very, very strongly being forced anything, doing anything, and being kind of like in control, like has to be in control at all times. And the thing is, that's not the way the universe works, you know? So you're just in a way in a kind of a cycle of learning this karma, learning these lessons or not learning them until you learn them, until you agree, okay, until you kind of surrender and say, okay, I'm just gonna remain calm. I'm gonna be fine, and then you just let things kind of happen, you know. The more you try to control it, the worse it's gonna be because history will just repeat itself, and the more and more stuck you'll actually feel, and the more stuck things will actually be. Okay, because this is where the swan is actually stuck. The swan is actually like caught. It is her feathers or his feathers are actually caught in a briar patch. So this can feel, this may be physically being stuck somewhere, okay? But a lot of times it's an attitude. It's your approach to things. It's the way you feel. This could also be negative energies being sent your way. This can also by somebody else in your family or amongst your friends or somebody that's sending you negative energy, someone who's of a lower vibration. So weird. I feel like it's a cord of attachment problem that you have. You have a cord of attachment to someone, Taurus. I feel like it's someone in the family. Someone close to you. That's the problem. It's someone close to you and it's negative energy for you and it's not helping you. Um, that's what I'm feeling. But this is not for everyone. This is just what I'm seeing. This is what I'm feeling right now. This is a general reading, so if this doesn't resonate with you, then it doesn't, and that's okay. So yeah. So the more you go with the flow, and less you try to control everything, the better off you'll be. You need to remain patient and calm, really patient and calm, in order for things to get better, for them to improve. Because you're going to get unstuck. You're not going to be in this situation forever. That's the thing. So, and we get into thinking like, how bad things suck, and getting to thinking that it's never going to change or it's never going to improve. And sometimes the dark cloud that's hanging over our head is literally of our own creation. Okay, Taurus, it's your own fears, it's your own negativity, and for some of you, it's your own big monster that you've created that's feeding off of your energy via a cord of attachment, and you're stuck with it until you decide to let it go. Until you say okay, or until you call me or somebody else who does cord cutting or clearing, or someone who works with the angels to kind of clear it out. You need it to be cleared out. Too much negativity, too much fear, too much worry is part of the problem. The other part of it, so karma really is just a bitch. That's the thing. It's a bitch because bad shit happens to good people, and that's why, and you're a good person. Tauruses are generally really good human beings. They just want to be left alone to graze and eat and be merry. That's really how they function, but there's a lot more complicating factors in life, and so they kind of get stuck sometimes. And this is immediate future. This is the only thing in June that I feel is going to cause you issue. Everything else seems to be really positive, but I wanted to talk about this first. So let's talk a little bit about history repeating itself, okay? And you getting stuck in patterns, and you getting stuck in doing the same old thing over and over again, never really getting anywhere else. That's karma too. That's karma too, because the universe is not going to bring you the new romance, the new relationship until you get rid of the old relationship. That's just how it works, okay? Interesting that I'm saying that, because in the future, you have in the position of your attitude the Lover's card. So this is what you want. Either you're married already, or you're thinking about being married, or you want romance, you want a partnership, okay? That's what you're looking for. You're looking for romance. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. I feel like you have also the outcome is passion. So there's a chance, and you also got the Ten of Cups, which is the sex card. Because you kind of have both of these, the sex card is crowning you. The Ten of Cups is crowning you, okay? And then the outcome is the Ace of Wands, which is, at the end, I would say at the end of June. You may be kind of in a hot and cold relationship. It doesn't feel totally like that. It feels more like you may be going through ups and some downs in life. And the Ten of Cups is the sex, and the Ace of Wands is the passion, very similar energies. So it may be that, you want to take things to the next level. You are looking for commitment, if you're not in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, some of you are in a very, I would say, sex-driven, non-committed relationship. Others, are in a relationship that's the whole package, okay? Where things are really going to get better and better and better. Because you have this karma card, the Eight of Swords, right after the Ten of Cups. To go from the Ten of Cups, which is feeling, romance, love, happiness, bliss, could indicate, that you're just having a one-night stand also with someone, and then you go back to feeling stuck again. Or you have, you're looking for love and bliss, and that's what you're wanting, but then you have this very low moment, which is feeling like you're never going to get there, and then wanting it again in the future, and then having only these, I feel like you're kind of in a pattern of having these maybe non-committed relationships where it doesn't really get there. It just gets to the passion where you sleep with them, and then it doesn't ever materialize. So you need to kind of like reinstall what I call the 10-date rule, which is not sleeping with someone until you really get to know them, until you're really for sure together. And, they want more than just one night, they want every night. That would be ideal, right, everyone? So that's kind of the romantic aspects here, okay? So you got that going on for romance anyways. For those of you who are single, again, you're looking for romance in the future and now. You're looking for romance. That's your focus. Some of you just may be in a relationship, and it may be good, and there may be some other elements that are kind of blocking you. Some of you may just be having this karma issue. Some of you may be under a tremendous amount of stress, because you got the stress card, and it is in the position in the reverse position, which is the making up position. To me, the stress card goes both ways a lot, okay? It can go very quickly from you being very stressed out because of family issues, your kids, your husband arguments, getting on the same page, to you kissing and making up and things getting good again, okay? So it's kind of like you're on upswing, because the universe is saying you're going to make up, there's going to be some peace and harmony for 200 years, and then inevitably you'd go back to fighting again in the future. But right now, for the month of June, you're kind of getting into this peace and this period of time where there's peace and harmony and love. Anyway, that's what the universe is sending you, okay? Whether it actually happens or not, well, let me know. Message me if it actually happens, okay? So now in the position of emotions, you've got the Queen of Wands, which I feel like this is you, Taurus females. This also can indicate an Aries, Capricorn. Usually see it as Aries or Capricorn female as well, okay? Can be other signs, could be a Sagittarius, but I usually see it as an Aries, Capricorn, or Taurus female, okay? And this is in the position of emotions. And in the position of emotions, this is a woman who gets what she wants. This is a woman of power. This is a very smart, cunning woman who likes to take center stage, likes to be in control, is very musical. There's a very delicate and beautiful aspect to her. She's a real stunner, you know. Some of you may be models, some Tauruses. I wouldn't be surprised if you're Taurus, you know, in your modeling. I just got the word Ford agency. I know it's a modeling agency. I don't know why that came to me. Now, this is also a card about children, you know. Sometimes this is a woman who has 3 children. Some of this is times this is a woman who is yet to have her first child, and there's 2 others that she's going to have. This is one of the pregnancy cards. Now, if you're past your prime for having children, this is you, you know, still maybe having your mother, maybe you've already had children and they're older children, and they're looking to you for answers, you know, and you're trying to figure out what to do about them. You know, you're trying to manage the household. That's kind of what I see. But for those of you who are looking to have children, there is usually a baby spirit around you that's waiting, okay, to come in, okay, and then, you know, typically there will be more in the future. Tauruses make great parents, I think, especially Taurus females. They're just great mothers and nurturers, and but this is a great card. This is in the position of emotions. This is you getting what you want. There is really, in my mind, no better card to get. Well, there are other emotional cards to get, but this is a great card, okay, for you. So the foundation here is you getting the wish card, okay, and the wish card in the upright position. So we're gonna have to flip a card because it's not really linking up with anything per se that makes sense to me. So here's what, you know, I flipped several cards because at first it wasn't clicking in, but you're wishing. And the first card I pulled is this is the Taurus card, okay? Taurus is almost always get this card. This is the 3 of Wands, which is the indecision card. So what you're wishing for is you're wishing for answers. You're wishing for a decision. You're wishing you can make up your mind, okay? You're wishing for, in a way, for the road to kind of miraculously take form ahead of you, for you to step out onto it and for it to be amazing. You're looking forward to a new journey, a new life, you know. The path that's been worn down before is coming to an end. So in a way, you're wishing for a new life. You're wishing for that, in a way, the courage to make up your mind, the courage to take the leap of faith, the courage to move in a new direction, okay? Some of you are wishing for loyalty and honesty and trust, okay? And you're wishing to be able to have close relationships, trusting relationships. It's interesting because you got the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is someone who is looking for those things, but it's also good if she lives in a warmer climate. So some of you are like, you know, in a way maybe wishing to move south or live in a warmer climate, or do something, do something different with your physical surroundings. And then you've got the Hierophant. And the Hierophant generally is, to me, a counselor, okay? This is a psychic also. This is a mentor, a teacher. This is therapy. This is, wanting the answers. Again, you're wishing for answers. You want somebody to call you. Some of you are waiting for someone to call you, and they're going to call you, okay? You're going to get your wish, okay? They're going to. It's interesting that this card is a card about communication and getting your wish. He or she is going to call you. It's going to be good news. Maybe some of you are wishing on a new job, and you're going to get that. I feel like you're going to get that job. That's just how I see it. This is knowledge. It's interesting. The Hierophant, I think, is ruled. Taurus is the Hierophant, I believe. I think in the Fool's Journey, the Taurus is the Hierophant. And it's funny because I always say, talk to somebody who's like someone who's in your family that you talk to, that you're close to. And a lot of times those are Tauruses, because you call up a Taurus to kind of bounce information off them, because they bring the spiritual down to a grounded perspective. They give it to you in layman's terms. They say, let it go. They say, move on. They give you the best advice. The thing about the Taurus is that the Taurus cannot. It's not. We all do this. It's not just you, Taurus, but the Taurus cannot take its own advice. It's really bad at taking its own advice. But they're amazing advice givers. They really are. So you're going to get some answers, Taurus. You're going to get some answers because you want answers so badly, and you are going to make up your mind, and you are going to be able to create a new life for yourself. I do feel that. Now, you got at the heart of the reading, you got two very interesting cards. Very cool, very crisp cards. These cards are very similar in color, in energy. You got the Judgment card as well as the Chariot card, okay? And the Judgment card crossed with a Chariot there. The Judgment card is all about starting fresh, starting off on a new foot, making decision, taking the call of responsibility, doing things in a very responsible way. When I was reading about the journey of the Fool, the Judgment card is all about also forgiving yourself in the past for making poor choices, or for making mistakes, or for making choices that led you to experiences that you would kind of deem to be unpleasant. And you have to kind of lay the past to rest. So literally, you are on track to a new start, a new life. And it's going to happen very quickly because you have the Chariot card. Because the Chariot card is good news. It's things moving quickly. Some of you may be in a relationship with Aquarius female. Taurus guys may be in a relationship with Aquarius or Cancer female. Tauruses and Cancers have very interesting chemistry, I feel. So that could be you in that relationship. I don't see the Chariot as a Taurus female really very much. I see it more as an Aquarius or Cancer, or even a Gemini or Libra female, because she's in the air. It's, she's kind of floating through the air. So you could be in a relationship, Taurus, guys or girls, with somebody in that of those signs. But I feel like it's very good news. I feel like things are kind of happening very quickly here. You got the Moving card in the recent past. So I feel like I don't know which months it was. You've also got the Moving card. Moving card has come up several times. I think for you, Taurus, it's very interesting. Some of you already moved, because this isn't a past position. Some of you are planning a move, and some of you are dreaming about a move, okay? Because the the Seven of Cups is all about, to me, planning an adventure, choosing a new direction, moving, okay? But it may not have happened yet, because right in the card, she's standing pointing at this, pie in the sky house, this giant castle in the sky, so she and her partner. So you and your partner may be planning a move, okay? There may be a move there, and regarding that, things maybe get better as far as your plans for the move before they get worse, and then they may get better again. I just feel like the karma card is really the linchpin in this whole thing, okay? And the karma card karma takes, okay? Karma, it takes. It's like a debt, okay? People don't come down here to, you can get karma, back through good things, but a lot of times it's the negative. It's that taking aspect. So it's sort of like, you're planning this move or you're planning a trip, and maybe you meet this guy, and you're starting off fresh, or maybe you're planning on, you're starting a whole new life, and you basically have it all. You've got that, you've got your partner, it's great sex, things are moving along, and then you get to this point where you feel very stuck. You can't make up your mind. You're stuck in indecision. You don't really know what to do, and your partner's still there for you, but it's just you're stuck. And then you're stressed out. And there may be some, competition amongst, siblings, or there may be competition among your children, or there may be some arguments in the family. But it seems to be that things are going to even out in time. I do feel like you are going to make up your mind, and you are going to make a decision. And you are going to kind of stake your claim on the world, okay? It's interesting. I pulled, 3 additional cards. It's not going to be easy, because you have the karma card there, and you have the struggles and obstacles card there, and you have a lot on your plate. But it's interesting because you have the Ace of Wands, which is making your mark in the world. You've got the World card, and you got the Ace of Swords. The World card is someone with psychic intuition, having the world at their fingertips, abundance, and all the security that you're looking for, Taurus. I feel like you're going to have, or you already do have. But the Ace of Swords is moving away from the stress, the arguing, the fighting, moving away from negativity and negative people into a positive life experience, into a new time. It is one of the moving cards. So you have 2 moving cards that I see. But to me, for you to get the 3 of Wands with the Ace of Swords is great. I like to see them in combination in my readings, because that means even if you get stuck in indecision, you will eventually make up your mind, and that is very important, because then, boom, you can move on. Move on, and the Chariot's going to help. The Chariot is going to kind of move things along for you. You're going to get stuck, but you have the Chariot there to kind of help you along. And the universe wants you to not fight with your family, not have arguments, not have any stress, not have the stress that you've had. For you to have the karma and the stress, it's just this stuck feeling that's causing you stress. That's how I see it. I feel like everything else, whether you're in a short-term relationship or you're in a long-term relationship, or you're having one-night stands, or you're married, in a way, it's all that. Your relationship is kind of pushed to the background almost, and you have these other elements that are kind of moving, that are really on the front burner. You know, you feeling stuck, overcoming that, you needing to make up your mind, figuring out what you want to do, and overcoming that, and then making, you know, and then doing it, getting what you want, and you know, putting your foot down, using your intuition, working through your struggles and obstacles, and yet still balancing your responsibilities and working through your struggles and obstacles one thing at a time. And it is important for you to get counseling. It is important for you to talk to an advisor. It is important for you to call maybe another Taurus and ask them for their advice, you know. Some of you are wanting to get married. Some of you are getting married, okay? Because that's the Hierophant. But there may be some hiccups in the whole thing. And, you know, I was reading about or watching how, you know, Mercury is in Gemini and it's in retrograde, and how it's not so bad when Mercury is in where the sun's in Gemini and Mercury is, you know, retrograding in Gemini. To me, it's bad, I feel. So those of you who are getting married, this is a tough time, okay? Because you still have all this retrograde stuff happening during the month of June. So if you're getting married in the month of June, or you're trying to move things forward on a move, to me, there's struggles and obstacles. To me, there's hiccups. To me, there's things that are kind of going to get in your way. You are going to overcome them, but it's going to take some of your attention and time, and it will probably stress you out. So get some good vodka on hand. No, I'm just kidding. Get a good therapist on speed dial. You know, call Oracle Daphne. That'd be me. Schedule an appointment. See if we can get some of these things worked out. But honestly, though, you know, to me, it seems like, again, you know, yeah, I wouldn't want to plan a wedding during a Mercury retrograde. No. And I wouldn't want to, and then I wouldn't want to get married during a Mercury retrograde either. Because that to me is the cake falling over and the tent falling in and the me falling in the pool. But then again, maybe that's just negative thinking on my part. I don't know, but that's just my imagination, you know. So I'm not saying any of those things happen. If those things do happen, please let me know. And if you do get the ball rolling again, which you will, but it's going to happen later. The ball's going to start, things are going to move forward once you make up your mind, number one. Number two, chances are it's going to happen at the later and tail end of the month, and or early July, when you're actually feeling like things are moving forward and you're really back in charge, you know, again. You are going to get what you want. It just may not happen in the way that you want or the timing that you want because of karma. So, I'm going to leave you with that, my lovely Tauruses, and I send you lots of love and lots of more ring-a-ding healing. Little jingle. And I send you big hugs, big kisses, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care.